There are lots of options for which salts you can choose to eat these days, and many are claimed to be better for your health than just standard table salt because they're claimed to have more minerals, maybe they can detox you in some way. So, is this true? Well, firstly, hopefully you all know by now, if you've been following along, that we can't detox ourselves through the foods that we eat. So that claim is null and void. In terms of the extra minerals in certain salts like Himalayan pink salt, Celtic salt, or any other fancy salt that you can find, it's true that some of these salts can contain slightly more minerals than your standard table salt, but you'd have to eat so much of this to get any clinically meaningful amount of these minerals that you would have consumed probably a dangerously high amount of salt. We don't eat salt for minerals, it's a seasoning. You can easily get these trace minerals from many other foods, and that's going to be a much safer way to go. Women in menopause are more at risk of increasing blood pressure. You're more likely to suffer with high blood pressure, and so being aware of salt intake is really important. And it's recommended that you do try and keep your salt intake to less than 6 grams per day, whatever the source. It doesn't matter if it's a fancy salt or not, it's going to have the same impact on your health and blood pressure. So it's probably more important to think about how to reduce the salt in the foods that you eat in your cooking, not adding in things like pink salt for health benefits. Some of these salts may taste different, although I think the taste difference is quite subtle. But if you want to eat different salts for the taste and texture that might bring to the food, then you can go for it from that point of view. It's just understanding that you don't need to pay huge sums of money to eat these salts for health benefits, because that just isn't the case. You might see claims like pink salt is hand mined. Well, that makes no difference to your health. It's just going to make a difference to how deep you have to dig into your wallet to pay for it. So bottom line, don't eat salt as a source of minerals. Keep salt intake to less than 6 grams a day from any source. And don't waste your money on fancy salts in order to get health benefits.